Hey everyone, how are you doing today? I'm Carol Hickman with Chickstamper. Thanks so much for joining in if you're watching live on Facebook or if you're watching the replay, because I'll be posting that on YouTube and a few other places on my blog and things like that later on today. So thank you so much for joining in. First of all, let me say, I'm excited. Today is April 1st, 2022. So I'm excited to make Easter card and some spring fun today with the stamp set Easter Friends. Now that stamp set is retiring. There's still some in the warehouse, so it's not low inventory. But I'm also pairing it, hi Francis, I'm also pairing it with the Flowering Fields designer paper that I used last time. It's gorgeous, it's that tulip paper if you think of it that way. Obviously it just looks like spring and shouts out spring. So that's what I'm gonna use today for today's projects. But because it's April 1st, hi Christine, for us Stampin' Up! Demos, so any of you watching that are demos, you already know this, right? Today is pre-order day, and look, I'm so excited. So today we were able to, I say were because of course I got up early and did that part first this morning and pre-ordered several items, including new in colors and just some stamps and dies, just all sorts of things, ribbon, of course, markers, things like that. Did you know there's over 60 new stamp sets in this new catalog? So I'm really excited because I feel like I have a whole new bundles and all sorts of fun things to show you in the months ahead. So, hey, you guys, thanks so much. Oh, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that, Sharon. So if you're demo, you've probably maybe already ordered some today, or maybe you're waiting, things like that. But if you're not a demo and you're wanting in on the action a month before customers, the catalog goes live May 3rd. But if you join Stampin' Up!, join my team, have some fun, then you can purchase your starter kit with new products. And also you can order right away with, it's a limited list. Not everything is available yet in the catalog because they just don't have space in the warehouse yet to put last year's annual catalog, the new one, the mini, things like that. So, but join my team and you can get in on some of that new stuff, and we'd love to have you. My team is called the Stampin' Chicks, and so we're always happy to grow and to welcome new people. So keep that in mind and let me know if you have any questions. All the links for everything you need to know is in the descriptions for the video, you guys, okay? Hey, Karen, thanks for sharing. I appreciate it, you guys. All right, so we are using Easter Friends today. I will show you my samples. My first card, it says Happy Easter and uses that stamp. That when I remake the card today, I'm gonna change out this stamp to another one from the stamp set, and it says My Friend. So that these are cards that I actually will use in my in-person classes later this month, and people will have the option. They may no longer need an Easter card, but so I just wanna give some options. So I'm gonna show you guys options as well for you at home, because this adorable Easter Friends set really isn't just for Easter. It's for all sorts of times. It's spring. It's a great spring set. So, hey, Lucille, I appreciate you guys watching. Okay, so let me make sure I get you brought up on my iPad. I'm going to turn my phone down, and then we'll stamp. Yay! Hang on just a sec. See if we can get this done without dropping you, for Pete's sakes. Okay. There we are. All right. Let me come down just a little. I see on my screen. So I showed you the stamp set we're going to use today. We're going to pair it with the scallop contour dies. And we're using just two of the rectangles, the smallest one and then the next second to the biggest one. And we're also going to be using the layering diorama dies. Remember, we used these for the otter cards that we made, and these are such great dies. These dies are carrying over into the new catalog, so they are a great purchase, very versatile. The scallop contour dies are also carrying over. So today, the items that will be retiring, the Easter Friends set, but it doesn't retire till the end of June. At some point, they will let us know if there's a low inventory, that kind of thing. And then, of course, the Flowering Fields, that gorgeous designer paper with the tulips on it, that is good through June if there's supply. So you're probably safe at least for another month, if not 6 to 8 more weeks of that one. All right. So let's take a peek. So our first card, not necessarily Easter colors, but I think he's kind of cute. So we've got this cute bunny. I did use some Wink of Stella on him, and we're using the polished dots today, but we'll be coloring them with Poppy Parade Stampin' Blend. So we can color those dots any color we like. That makes it nice. You can see I've got a little grass here. This paper is also in the Flowering Fields designer paper with the tulips up here. And then let me just show you real quick our second card that we'll make. Uses that cute duck. Isn't that adorable? So here I've got that scallop contour die, as well as the layering diorama dies, so you can see here. And of course, the tiny scallop contour. And some more polished dots, because they're cute. What the heck? All right, so let's make this cute little bunny. Again, not always colors we think of for Easter. The pink, certainly, this gorgeous paper, but I just thought the Mossy Meadow would kind of tie it all together. So that's where that kind of thought kind of came in. And this is a 4 1/4 by 11 sheet of paper. But what I did is I cut off 2 3/4 inches of it. And then that piece we're going to use to come down like this. Don't forget, all of the instructions plus today's video will post on my blog at chickstamper.com this afternoon or in a few hours once I get the video ready and everything. So you'll have all of the measurements and you won't have to worry about trying to remember or write something down. And I don't have to worry about saying the wrong measurements because I always feel so bad if I do that. All right. So we've got, again, some gorgeous tulip paper from the Flowering Fields Suite, Flowering Fields designer paper. And I'm just going to put that onto a piece of Blushing Bride. And I believe the color choices options that are listed for that Flowering Fields Suite list Petal Pink. But I just felt with this particular designer paper, Blushing Bride went with it more. So if you're wondering and thinking, hey, that's not even in that suite, you're right. But I decided that I like the way it looked better. So that's why we're using it. All right. So this card, normally we would make this type of card this direction, right? Horizontal. But we're going to make it vertical today, just to add a little something to it. Let me get out my white crinkled seam binding ribbon, and we'll just attach a little bit here. This ribbon is kind of funny because it's sometimes very difficult to use here in Phoenix this time of year when our air is really dry. So maybe it is where you are too, but sometimes I find like if I use my tea kettle and get some steam in the air, it helps. But I didn't do that this morning. I kind of forgot. All right, so this is just going to go right down on our top flap here. And I'm going to center it. I have a little extra of that Mossy Meadow showing. There we go. So that's the start. All right, this is the same size, this Blushing Bride, the same size as the backing here for the designer paper, and you'll see that in the tutorial. But I'm going to stamp on it with my Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to stamp near the top because I want my sentiment to go right at the bottom. There's not a lot of space to do it all, so let's just try and get this bunny is just adorable. Don't you guys think so? There we go. He's just really cute. All right, so I'm going to put my friend down here. And I'm going to put the same inside sentiment, so I'll show you that one in a minute, but just wanted a couple options. I'm going to use Poppy Parade ink. And I really should try this stamp out first. Sometimes I'm just happier. I can kind of see how it's going to stamp. All right. So it's a very thin line font script. So it's really cute. I like it because it's just very gentle, and it just makes me feel like spring. I don't know why. All right, so this piece, we are gonna use some Wink of Stella on his fur, but I'm gonna go ahead and attach him first. To that leftover piece of Mossy Meadow that we cut off. There we go. Okay, so when we attach this piece up here, we're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals, but remember, we only want to put them about the upper third so that it will just be a flap and won't show on the back side, right? Let's see. Oh, thanks, you guys. Just had a chance to take a peek at all your comments. You're so sweet. Thank you for saying hey. Now, our little inside piece is going to have a little strip here. And we're going to stamp on that. Let's bring back our paper in case we go off. In the stamp set is this little grass stamp. So we're not going to do too much. And I'm going to actually stamp off the grass so that it's not so dark. And it's just to give it a little, oopsie, that one I didn't stamp off, did I? Just to give a little texture on the bottom. All right, oops, and then we could, before we do that, let's see, let's stamp here so we know we like this side. All right, so the inside stamp is going to say, may your days blossom with joy and happiness. I don't always put words inside, but I just thought today we would. Let me just make sure, I'm sorry you guys, let me make sure we're on camera here. All right. I like that. May your days blossom with joy and happiness. All right. So now we know our inside looks good. And let's put this little piece of designer paper on. Pretty tulips on the back. But we just wanted a little grass. There we go. Okay. And then we'll put this on a piece of Blushing Bride with just a little edge of that showing through. All right, good. So when we put this inside our card, you'll be able to see that bottom piece because of the fold of the card. So you'll see this bottom piece of designer paper. There we go. And again, this piece we want to put Stampin' Dimensionals, but just on the upper section. So I'm just double checking where the top of my cute little bunny is. And then when I put it on, of course, I want to check that I've got my dimensionals covered up and actually on the card. So I'm going to center this. I can kind of feel where those dimensionals are so I don't get too low on the card. Okay, so we look good there. All set for that. Isn't that cute? I like the way the grass shows there under the bunny. All right, so with this cute ribbon, we are going to, let me just cut a piece off because I got some ink on it. We're going to make a double bow, and I just fold over my ribbon. You can take two pieces, of course, that is the same thing. I tend to just do it with it folded, and then I know that one side is holding together. But again, this ribbon, depending on where you live, if you live in a humid place, it typically kind of holds together real well while you're working with it. But I forgot today to run my kettle. And I wasn't going to have any tea until after my video. See if I can just kind of show it who's boss. Let's take a peek here. There we go, I think. I think we got it. There we go. Yes, we do. And I kind of want it big and floppy. Anyway, so there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna just trim the sides and we'll put it on with a glue dot. There we go. Just to add a little something there. So our polished dots, have you played with those? They're really cute. They're fun. You can see that half of the sheet is clear and half of the sheet is a pale pink. I'm going to color them with Poppy Parade, and it doesn't even matter what side, which color that I color, because the Poppy Parade will come through. So I'm just going to start down here, and I'm just going to color 3 of these larger ones, and that's what we'll use this time. And let's see if we can just put one down. And we'll do a couple up here. Isn't that fun? You can make these embellishments any color to match your project. Any color will work. Oh yeah, and we want to color with our Wink of Stella. So what I did is I just kind of went over where the fur is. Again, you guys have heard me say this, that I totally trust that the concept artists, obviously, right, they're artists. They know way more about shading and how things need to look than I do. I have no artistic training. So I just kind of go with their guidelines, and where they've got the fur, these little extra lines for shading, I'm gonna put my Wink of Stella right there. And it kind of, it brings out the green a little bit and makes it almost look a little gold, which I think is kind of fun. I have a lot of bunnies in my yard, and they're not green, right? They're kind of brown, but they do, depending on the sun, get that little gold looks, golden shade, I should say. So I thought it was kind of fun how it turned it kind of gold. All right, and this will dry really fast. Put a little bit up here on his hair. I like his little spiked hair. All right, what do you think? We can stamp a bunny on the envelope with that Mossy Meadow ink again. And I'm just gonna stamp part of him because he's kind of big and tall. And I don't need that much on my envelope, but just a little bit. All right, there's card number 1, you guys. What do you think? Oh, thanks, you guys. I'm glad. This bunny is adorable, right? And again, I wanted you to see that, yes, of course, you can make it into an Easter card because the stamp set has Happy Easter. It also has My Friend, though. And it would make a great baby set. You'd have to find some sentiments from a different set to use for the words. But what an adorable baby set this would make. Baby card, I should say. Or a sampler for a baby's room. That would be adorable as well. All right, so let's put this one aside. And we'll bring out card number 2. And again, this one says sending wishes and sending warm and happy wishes this spring. So another spring card, but this way you can see the duck, and again, he'd be really cute on a baby card or something if you're making home decor for the baby's room. That would be really cute. I don't know if I've told you, but I have a new grandbaby coming. When the kids are pregnant, I call them grandbellies. So right now I have a new grandbelly, and my grandbelly is due in July this year. So I'm excited. All right. So this one, again, not traditional Easter colors by any means. The yellow, of course, right? This is so saffron. But I wanted to use that gorgeous paper from the Flowering Fields set, or suite, I should say, but the designing paper from that Flowering Fields suite. And so that's what I did with using the scallop contour die. So you can see that, and then of course the layering dies, and a little scallop contour die for the sentiment. All right, so let's get started. This one, again, is pretty simple. It's just a little bit of layering, but we're gonna start stamping. I've got the diorama dies cut out here, and we want to, let me get some So Saffron ink, and look at how cute that little duckling is. He's just adorable. So the key here, you can kind of see, he barely fits, barely. So I wanted him way over to the right anyway so that I had room for the sentiment here. So we're gonna stamp and see how we do. But he's kind of a big stamp himself, so we'll just see. I just want them all to fit on here. Oh, good. That works. All right, so we can just attach these onto here. They're just nesting in sizes. There's 7, I think, sizes of the layering diorama. So there's lots of pieces depending on what is your project, but there's some bigger ones. These are some of the smaller sizes. There's bigger ones that would be great for scrapbooking and larger projects. All right, so we've got that part done. We can stamp our sentiment, which, again, sending warm and happy wishes this spring. I just love that. It's so sweet. And to say that it barely fits on this is an understatement, but it worked with my design, so I'm really trying to make it work. So I'm hoping I can re-stamp it and have it fit like the first time. Okay, we're gonna take that. We cannot be too picky, but with the holes and everything, I think that worked out just fine. All right, so now let's make our card. We've got our Poppy Parade card base, and then this fun designer paper from the Flowering Fields set. And again, these scallop contour dies and the layering diorama dies are both carrying over into the next annual catalog that starts May 3rd. All right, now I'm gonna put a little bit of ribbon on it. You'll notice the ribbon barely shows, right? It just kind of peeks through. But I like to be able to see it, and so that's what we're gonna do. I thought it would be more noticeable until I started putting the card together, and then I realized it really wasn't going to be. But that's okay. Oh, the static. Goodness gracious. Oh, the other good news I have, you guys, is if you're on the West Coast, Arizona, California, I'm not sure who else, I apologize if it's you, maybe Nevada. Our paper pumpkin kits finally shipped yesterday, so yay. So I apologize I wasn't able to have my video last week, but there was some shipping issues. Evidently the supplies for paper pumpkin last month made it to Utah, but they couldn't get enough truck drivers to pull them off of the rail cars. So goodness, it's been a lot, right? These last few years. So that's okay. But if you are also waiting for your paper pumpkin, you should have gotten an email though, because mine shipped yesterday, so hopefully yours did too. And I know some of my customers did. And the good news Stampin' Up! Told us is they already have all the supplies for April paper pumpkin kits in-house, meaning they're not waiting on anything, so there won't be a delay with April. So that was good to hear. All right, we're gonna put this on. Now, normally I would pop this with some dimensionals, but this ribbon is almost not there, it's so thin. So I'm just gonna put it straight down. It won't make this piece lumpy at all by doing that. And if you are a demo and have already placed your pre-order this morning, let us know, what did you get? So exciting. Let's see how I want to place him here. Maybe like that. Okay. I can't wait for it to come. So the beginning of May, that first Friday in May, and I apologize that I don't know what it is, but that Facebook Friday, I'll be having all sorts of fun, adorable new things to show you. And then you'll be able to order them as of May 3rd as well. So I'm just using some dimensionals to pop this up. Look at that, so cute, so cute. Okay, let's get some, same thing, Wink of Stella on him, on his little fuzzy fur. You could even color his, maybe I'll do that. You could color his feet, webbed feet, and his beak. It's just so cute. Let me grab so this is a light pumpkin pie. Let's see, try to get something that's not gonna clash or anything, I hope. This might even be a little too dark than what I was going for, but oh well, it's done now. I think I should have just left it alone. Oh well, now you know that's an option. We don't always end up liking options when we take them, do we? So I'm gonna go back to my polished dots. And there it is. Let me find my pick-me-up tool. And I just thought we should put some polished dots around. So I'm going to use more of the larger size. And we'll maybe just put a few up here. Looks like what we did before. There we go. All right. So cute. So we've got our inside piece, and we're going to stamp the cute little baby chick or baby duck, I'm not sure. He's kind of cute, I think. And we'll do the same thing for the envelope. And then I've got a piece of So Saffron here that we're going to nest this basic white onto. So remember to check chickstamper.com in a few hours and you'll be able to access your free tutorial for today. So it'll give you all the measurements and everything if you'd like to recreate these cards, or you can use the designs for different cards. Whatever. I love it when you remake them, you guys, because that's why I do this. I do this to give you guys ideas, to help you craft, and I love to share. So feel free to use any of these cards. The other thing is everybody who orders between now and Monday night will receive card packets including today's projects. So it's a mini class, right? So you'll get your class packet. Let's show this one. I like him better without the orange. So you'll receive both card packets. You'll just add stamps and ink and adhesives and you'll put them together. You'll get a link to the video and the tutorial so that you'll have that. And then this week, I like to always send a little thank you gift. So my thank you gift this week is this cute little treat bag. And I use the little bunny. This is my friend. And I've got some Easter chocolate inside. So I hope you like it. And of course, use that gorgeous Flowering Fields paper. The tulips I just can't get enough of. Next week is our club. So if you're in my card club, we'll be doing our Zoom and then in-person card club next week with that whole Flowering Fields suite. Just gorgeous. So get your orders placed. There's a link in the description so you can have use a host code. You need to use that host code link in order to receive your free class kit. Then I know that's what you're ordering from. All right. Let's take a peek. Any questions, you guys? I hope you liked today's cards and the treat box. Let me bring you upright a little bit. Oh, thanks, Karen. Let's get this. There we go. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me try this side so you're not seeing my finger. Oh, thanks, you guys. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you get a chance. Like I said, I want you to recreate these cards. If you don't have the stamp set, use something else. Use what you have. Change it up to a whole different season or occasion for birthdays or anything like that. But remember, everybody who orders $50 or more using this week's host code, then you'll receive the card packet and your thank you gift in the mail. So these are going to go out next week. Oh, thank you for those hearts, you guys. That's sweet. Hey, Jackie. Hi, Jean. I appreciate you guys. I'm just trying. Oh, you guys are so wonderful. Oh, hey, Marianne and Pam. Yay. Hi, Sherry. You guys are sweet. Let me know if you have questions. Put them on the thread and I will go back through. I'll be looking at your post probably 3 times today and a couple times tomorrow. Tomorrow I get to attend a Stampin' Up, still virtual, hopefully our last virtual event with the new catalog. So I'm excited for that. And I'm excited remember we talked about, I want you guys to join if you're not a demo so that you can see all the new products and order new product. If you're a demo, get on your pre-order. It begins today, you guys. So have fun. Watch my Facebook groups for more pretty things. I've got 10 more days left on my 40 days of cards for Lent. So I hope you're paying attention and taking a peek and getting ideas, right? Just get ideas. You can case. In Stampin' Up! World, we call it casing. Copy and share everything. Copy anything you see. Have fun. Make my crafting your crafting in any way, even just to help you get some mojo for the day. If you're sending out cards, we'd love to see them. Share them on the wall or the posts of the different postings each day for the 40 days of cards. That's great. Other than that, you guys, I think that's it. Have a wonderful weekend. I so appreciate you. I love you lots. Let me know if you need anything. I'm here to help. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.